Enter for a chance to win a free reading now at IndigoTarot.club.
Hi Pisces, this is Petra at IndigoTarot.club, and I'm here to do a reading for you for January 2018. I have 4 different decks. I've already shuffled and cut the cards, and I'm going to look into work, home, love, and money for you. So I'm ready to get started. So for work, I have the 5 of Cups, the Magician, the Hanging Man, and the Page of Pentacles. For some of you with 5 of Cups, you're waiting to hear back on a job you were already turned down on 2 previous jobs. So you're waiting for this third one, and it feels like you feel negative about it, like you're not going to get it. You do have a job right now, but you don't like that job. And it feels like maybe you should apply at 2 more places in January. For some of you, it feels like you were on disability because you injured your neck, and you're going to be coming off of disability pretty soon and going back to work. But it feels like you're not ready to go back to work yet because you still have pain from your neck, but you're kind of being forced to go back to work because it feels like your FMLA or whatever it is, that time that you can be away, it feels like that's already ending. So you're kind of feeling some anxiety over that. With the Magician card, I'm focusing on the sword more than anything, and the left hand. So maybe some of you are left-handed and more on the creative side, and it feels like some of you are going to be doing some kind of decorative work, some kind of work with your hands. For some of you, it feels like this decorative work is on cakes, and for others of you, it feels like this decorative work is on wood, like woodwork. I don't know if this is a hobby already, or this is something you're considering starting in January. I cannot tell. I can't tell when, or if this is something brand new or not. I can't tell. But it just feels like crafts made with your hands that are decorative, and you're going to be doing that kind of work in January. With the Hanging Man, what I'm feeling is that you're going to be doing a lot of walking or running or something having to do with your leg muscles. You're going to be working them out more in January, your leg muscles. I'm seeing a swimmer in a pool. So maybe for some of you, it's because you want to start taking up swimming, or you're going to start taking swimming lessons and you feel like you need to get into shape or something. But that's going to start for you in January. With the Page of Pentacles, it feels like some of you are going to buy something in January that's kind of expensive, kind of fancy, and it could be a pretty shade of green or different shades of green. Another thing I'm feeling with this card is that some of you are going to be spending some money in January on a whole wardrobe for yourself, okay? And then others of you, it feels like you're going to invest in several pairs of shoes in January. So since these are for work, maybe the swimming thing has to do with working at a community pool. Maybe you're going to be some kind of lifeguard, or you're going to give swimming lessons. And then with the Magician, maybe you're going to start selling things that you make by hand, or these decorative items online, like on Etsy, for example. Maybe you're going to start in January doing that. And then with the Page of Pentacles, buying this clothes and shoes, maybe you're going to start a new job. But what I'm feeling more is that it's going to be for some kind of modeling job, okay? Some kind of modeling or dancing or something. Okay, for home, I have the 3 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, the 7 of Swords, the Ten of Wands. I don't like seeing the Nine of Wands and the Ten of Wands together, especially with the Seven of Swords. That doesn't feel good. And I'm feeling a lot of female energy here. So I'm kind of feeling like maybe you're going to invite someone to your home or several someones to your home. And there's going to be some kind of fight that breaks out or some kind of argument that breaks out. And you're not going to be able to calm it down no matter what you do. And it feels like you're going to have to end up sending everybody home. Okay. With the Three of Wands, that feels separate. This feels like you're moving forward. You're progressing in something at your house. Feels like it has to do with some kind of steps in making something, some kind of food. Okay. It feels like you've pioneered something that has to do with food or baking in January. And you're feeling very proud of yourself. And somehow you're going to start sharing this message. Maybe you have a blog or a YouTube channel or something. And you're going to start talking about this idea that originates in January that has to do with steps in making something. Okay. For love, Pisces, I have the Six of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Ace of Pentacles. So for some of you, you're embarking on a new relationship, a new romance, and it may involve you having to drive somewhere to see this partner on a regular basis, but it's going to start in January. These trips are going to start in January, where you're going to decide to start going to this person's house to go see them. And then with the Ten of Pentacles, that's a very good card. That means that you're feeling some kind of sense of security and stability, but it's extreme security, extreme stability, a lot of happiness for you and your family, and feeling like you have enough financial or enough abundance to where you don't have to worry about anything. And then with the Six of Swords, it feels like it's partially tied to this Ten of Pentacles. Some of you are moving to another country because you've inherited some money and a house, and so you're moving into that house with your family, with your loved ones. Others of you are going to take that trip to go sign the paperwork to receive this inheritance in that other country. Okay. And then for others of you with the Chariot, I'm just feeling that you're going to have some kind of trips that you have to take in January. That some of you, it may not be a romantic partner you're visiting. It may be somebody that you love and care about, like a relative or something. And you're going to be able to take some time out to go take trips to see them in January. Okay, Pisces. For money, I have the Eight of Swords, the Seven of Staffs, Strength, and the Queen of Staffs. The Eight of Swords feels like it's connected to the Seven of Staffs. It feels like somebody's going to hurt your feelings or anger you in January, and then later they're going to come back to you and say, you know what, it's all my fault. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. And you're going to be defensive still. You're not going to see them the same way after this. Even though they apologize to you, you're not going to see them the same way anymore because of what happened. With the Strength card, it feels like it's connected to the Queen of Staffs. It feels like there's something that some of you have to go through that's going to make you feel stronger or more able to handle things. And you're going to feel like that's a sign to you that you are able to get through things, even if at first you feel like you can't or you won't be able to. It feels like you need to look back at your past successes, focus on those things, and realize that no matter what, or no matter how bad things were, you got through it. You figured something out, and you were able to overcome that. Okay, so I'm going to pull another card from each deck to see what other messages I get. So for home, I have the Queen of Swords. I'm sorry, for work, I have the Queen of Swords. For home, I have the Sun. I love that card from the Housewives Tarot deck. And for love, I have the High Priestess. And for money, I have the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is some new contract or agreement that you're going to consider signing in January, or you're going to reinstate something, okay? But whatever it is, it's very fruitful. You're going to be very victorious and successful with that. For love, I have the High Priestess, and it feels like some of you are going to realize that the person that you're interested in or the person that you're dating, they're very intuitive. And you're only going to just now realize it in January, just how intuitive this person is. So for some of you, you might be a little worried after you see this. But for others of you, you're going to think that's really cool. And you're going to be asking this person questions all the time about their capabilities. Okay, now for home with the Sun card, I just see that you're pleasing somebody. You're doing things for someone and you're making them very happy, and you love them so much that it's making you very happy. Okay. Now for work, I have the Queen of Swords. It feels like an older woman, could be a divorced woman or an older woman, possibly with no children, is going to have something to do with your job or make some kind of job offer to you in January. I can't tell if you're going to take the job, but it just feels like she's going to offer something to you. For some of you, it feels like this offer is too good to be true. For others of you, it feels like this offer makes you a little nervous. Okay, but what I'm seeing in this card right now is, for some of you, it feels like whatever this person offers to you, whatever this female offers to you in the way of work, there may be some hidden things in there that she doesn't want to open up to you about yet, until you decide to take the job and do the job for a few weeks first. Okay? All right, Pisces. I hope these messages helped you. Please keep your eyes open for the 2018 overview video that I do for you. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. This is Petra at IndigoTarot.club.
Get a private reading today at IndigoTarot.club.